Hello. Hi everyone, John here with WebDev for you, here to help you build awesome websites without code in Webflow. If you're new to the live stream, I do these live streams every Monday through Thursday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Central, and we go over everything Webflow, from building layouts and websites in Webflow to creating animations and interactions, and discussing anything related to web design and web development. So today I'm not going to be showing my face. I'm going to try something new. You know what I look like. You've seen me in other videos. I don't think it's necessary to take up more screen real estate with my face, and I don't see it serving that great of a purpose other than just seeing who I am on video. So we're going to try without my face today. Hi Nazir, welcome. Yes, first one. Great. So today I don't have anything too specific planned. Some of these live streams will just be trying to get inspiration from the web, and it's going to be a more kind of loose live stream today. So if you have any questions, if you want to discuss anything regarding Webflow, feel free to leave it in the chat and we will discuss. So because today is going to be more of a loose type of live stream, we're just going to work on, creating some creative hero section in Webflow. So there's a few things I found. So if you haven't seen this website yet, it's called codedrops.com, and I love browsing it just on a regular basis. If you go to the collective and you check out the different collectives they just have a bunch of really great resources that you can use for your website. Some of it is code, but Webflow does allow for code within your site, so you can use some of these effects. And it's just great for inspiration. So one thing I found this font here called Kick Display. It's a free font, and sometimes you can find these fonts on Behance, right? Like, they're just really cool fonts. You can check them out. It has like a lot of Quentin Tarantino-esque references here. But yeah, it's a cool font, so we can play with it. I'm gonna go ahead and download it. Hopefully I don't have to sign in. I might have to sign in. Let me see if I can download it. Free font. Yeah, I might have to sign in, so 1 second. So let's see. Hey, literally, or Shane. John, quick question. What is the name of the app to test screen sizes you use, please? Yes, that is Sizzy.co. So let me just open it up real quick. I use it quite often. It's a really great tool. And hold on, I need to update it actually. So I'm just going to open up a website. So my template. It's called Sizzy.co. I'll type it in here in the chat, Sizzy.co. And it is paid. So yeah, it's like $7 a month or something. But to me, this is such a worthwhile tool because it's super quick, super responsive as far as like the speed, and you can check out your site across multiple devices. So highly recommend it. I think it's a great service and a great piece of software. So Nazir wrote, John, question number 1, why when we design on Webflow, it looks great on the builder after seeing like it was in the browser, but when you open the same site on the same screen size, it looks bad? Well, there's a few reasons for that. One, the site in Webflow, so here I'll demonstrate, and you shouldn't have too many issues with this, but I'll go ahead and create a new project here, and let me bring it in. So within Webflow, the actual designer is taking up some real estate within the viewport. So if your site looks a little bit different in the browser, that could be one reason. I mean, even if you open the navigator too, and you have it pinned, you have less real estate for the canvas. So just keep that in mind. You can resize the canvas here. So if I wanted to see what the site would look like on a iMac 27-inch, I think the dimensions are, I can't think of the dimensions off the top of my head, but maybe something like 2400 pixels in width. You can just resize it here in the canvas settings, and you get a good representation of what your site will look like in that specific canvas width. Again, like Shane was asking about, you can use another tool like Sizzy.co to really check how your site will look across different devices. Great. So yeah, let me try to download this Kick font. So I just have to log into my account. Let's see here. And passwords, right? All right, cool. I had to sign into Behance. I haven't signed into Behance in a while. All right, so let's see. Sure. All right, so let me bring in the Kick display font. Hopefully I can download it now. Free font. Oh, here it is. I probably could have downloaded it before. So yeah, we have the Kick font, so I'm going to go ahead and download it. Yeah, for sure. You're welcome, Shane. So it is a .ttf, so we do have to convert it to a web font. So maybe we can use something like Font Squirrel. If you're not familiar with Font Squirrel, it just allows you to convert your fonts to web fonts. So we'll do that, and then we'll add it to Webflow, and then we'll kind of play with it. So let's go to the generator, and we're going to upload the font, which I have here. Let me find it. Kick is corrupt and cannot be converted. Great. So this might not work out so much. I was hoping we could just install it. Let me try web font generator. Transfonter. That sounds interesting. Add fonts. Let's add Kick. Okay, that worked. And family support fix. We want W. All right, cool. Let's do EOT and SVG as well. All right, let's try it. Convert. Transfonter. Wow, nice. Let me download it. Cool. I just found something new. Transfonter.org. I'm going to bookmark this. Thanks, John. I also sent you a message on your website today and on your Insta. Let me know if you got it. It's very private, so please do not show it on the stream. Just letting you know. For sure, Nazir. I'll check it out. And yeah, I'll take a look. So let's go into the project settings. I'm going to install the font. Let me open up the zip file. Awesome. So Transfonter, I downloaded a zip, or I converted the font to .eot, .svg, and .woff. So let me go and upload the font. And let me find it here. So let's see, what is the folder called? Transfonter. Okay. Here we go. All right, so I want to add these four. I'll open, and perfect. So we'll just add the font file. There's only one because it's kind of like a heading font, but we can have some fun with it. So let's go into Webflow, I'm not going to worry about like the client first system today because we're not going to build out a full structured site. I'm just going to add some sections and div blocks, and we'll just have some fun with it. Maybe work with the different filters in Webflow to create some unique effects. So I'll go ahead and add a section. So I like to start off my site with sections, and I'll just call this section hero, set the min height to 100 VH, set it to flex, center, so anything I add will be in the center. And then I'll just add a heading. We'll make it an H1 heading, and I'll call this heading hero. And let's pick out that font. So let's pick it out. It's called Kick, and already I'm liking it. So let's just say web design. And it's interesting. The font weight, let's set it to normal. Let's make it really big. And set the line height to 1 dash, so it's unitless. All right, cool. So we have that font from this user here. We installed it into Webflow. We used transfonter. Transfonter. My styling is on point today. Thanks, Nazir. Not trying too hard here, but just working on a few things. And let's get an image. So I'm going to add an abstract image. Let's add this one. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. Sometimes we just want to have fun in Webflow. It's okay if we don't always build out some really sophisticated structure. So Webflow is made for designers, so the more fun we can have with design, the better, I guess. Well, designers and developers, I should say. All right, so for the heading hero, let's add a background image. So I'll add this image here, set it to cover, center it, and then we will, for the text, let's click on for the clipping. So we added this background to the heading. So under clipping, we'll say clip background to text, and bam, just like that, we've designed an interesting text. So for the section hero, I'm just going to change the color so it's a little bit nicer to see, something like this, and there we go. Bam. So, and we can also add some more letter spacing, something like this. Web design. John, what's your go-to size for your canvas on Figma when you start designing a website for Webflow? 19x, whatever height. I use 1440, Nazir. So 1440 is my go-to because I think for large screens, like, it just works. So like if you're on a 1366 with screen or larger, I find 1440 works well. And then I like using 10 VW for the padding on desktop, and then like 5 VW for tablet and mobile for the padding on the left and the right. And I find that works well. And if you do want to scale your desktop version for larger screens, I highly recommend the wizardry method. I covered it a lot in previous live streams. So the wizardry technique.webflow.io, I'll go ahead and post it in the chat. And you can look back at my live streams where I go over the wizardry method, and Timothy Ricks has a great video on how to use the wizardry method. It's a really cool kind of method, and I think it works well. Wizardry technique.webflow.io. But for me, I like using 1440 for the width initially. Hey Kavita, what's up? All right, so we got a lot of viewers today. Awesome. Let me find another abstract image. I kind of want to try a few different things. Ooh, I like this one. Let's get this one going. And tools, adjust size. So if there's anything you want me to go over, feel free to post it. I'm just kind of freestyling a little bit today. Don't have much planned as far as content or design systems that I want to go over today. Just having fun in Webflow, seeing if we can come up with something really interesting for like a hero section. Oh, that's interesting. I kind of like that. Oh, that's cool too. Setting it to contain. Oh, that's kind of cool. Choose. Let me try this one. No, I like, yeah, this one's cool. And then let's make the background a little bit lighter. Oh, okay. So maybe something like, yeah, like that. That's cool. Yeah. I think web design. Now let's try. The font is a little bit out there. Not gonna lie, it's kind of interesting. Let's see what else we can do here. All right, so again, I mentioned code drops. Like, you can find a lot of great inspiration on code drops. So I'll post it here. Thanks, Nazir, appreciate it. So go to Collective, and one thing I found on code drops, I think it was in their most recent article or collective right here, NN Noise. This blew my mind. All right, so if you've been to my live streams, we've covered grains a lot, and you saw my really tedious method of creating a grain in Photoshop, which was like trying to figure out some complex math equation. It was really difficult, and I found this today, and I was like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted for creating grains, because there's a lot of grain websites out there, but they're not great, and they don't let you customize the grain well enough. But I found this lets you change the color. It lets you change pretty much everything about the grain, and then you can download it as an SVG. So hopefully I can set this to transparent. Actually I can't, so the background color, so yeah, I haven't really messed with this too much, so hopefully we can get the background color to be transparent. But let's go ahead and just create a regular grain. I'm going to set it to black, so we have a black grain, or actually that was the light source color, so let's change it to, no, black should have worked. Let's do, yeah, let's do black, and the background color, yeah, we'll do white. So I can't really see the grain there, so let's try like orange. And then you can set it to turbulence or fractal noise. Turbulence is quite nice. The overall opacity, you can set the frequency, which is quite nice. The light surface scale, so it can be darker or brighter. The light elevation, until you get that really nice grain. Light specularity. So just a lot of really nice features to get a really good grain. So I think I'm going to do fractal noise, and just lower raise the frequency, so we have a lot of grain, and we can change the light surface scale, and cool. All right, so let me try to download this now. So I'm going to save it, and hopefully it's a transparent SVG. I don't know if it will be, but let's add it to Webflow, and let's see how we do. All right, so it's not transparent, so let me try downloading it as a PNG, and go back in here and save. I should be able to save it as a PNG. There's instructions here. You can use an online tool like Squish to convert SVG textures as optimized PNGs. All right, let's try that. Squish. Okay, just found something else that's amazing. All right, original image. All right, cool. Reduce palette. I want a PNG. Browser PNG. And I don't need to resize it. All right, let's download it. still has a white background. So maybe this won't work. It's my first time using this this feature, so let's try it. Background color. So let's try white. Oh, we can desaturate it. That's dope. Background image. Let's save it. Yeah, maybe this won't work. So yeah, I might still need to do the way I did it in Photoshop with the transparent background. So let's see, for tiling texture. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not quite letting me do what I wanted to initially. So you can install, let me try one more time. So squish, so we added it here. Toggle background. Okay. Original image. Browser PNG. No, I don't think it's gonna let me. Channels, RGB, grayscale, progressive rendering. Nah. Okay. You can edit the SVG. Yeah, what do you mean by that, Yao? Oh wait, it is transparent. Hold up. Yeah, I just opened it in Illustrator and it is transparent. Yeah, it's transparent in Illustrator. Yep, thanks Yao, appreciate it. Artboard. Fits artwork bounds. What is the square here? Okay. All right. That works. So yeah, so export for screens. We'll just say and always grain, and let me save it to the desktop here. Okay, export. Okay, I have the grain. Nice. So let's go into Webflow. That's a clipping Mastodon, right click and release it. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Doesn't look like a clipping mask. Let me look at the layers. Yeah, it's a bit curious. I mean, we have the SVG, but it's like not filling the artboard. Anyway, it should still work. So let's go ahead and add a div, and I'll call this grain overlay. I'll go ahead and put it in the body actually, and I'll set it to position absolute and full. Add image. We'll add this grain, set it to cover, set it to 2x so it's nice and small, and bam, and tiled. All right, the grain is white, which doesn't look great, but it'll work. So yeah, so we added a grain. What else can we do? So let's go back in here because I actually want a colored grain, and let's go to let's create another noise, and let's do this orange one for example. So I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save this one, and we'll do that one more time. So I'll go to my downloads, and we'll open up this grain in Illustrator. That's weird. No, it's not quite working. When I open the grain, it opens black. Yeah. Can you mix two noises? Yeah, you probably can. Yeah. Anyway, I'm having difficulty with this specific feature. Let's try to make it black or a different color. Background color, we'll set it to white. Let me try one more time. So save. Can you mix two noises? Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah, you'd have to like maybe download two of them. So weird. Path. So I don't want the fill. I don't want that black fill. No, I guess my Photoshop method might work better. Yeah, moving on. We're just going to leave that for now. Oh, here's another free font we can check out. So we'll move on from that idea for a second. Check out another free font. And it's still loading. Let's see. Okay, it's taking too long. Looks like a really cool font though. Kind of want to check it out. Okay, oops, something went wrong. I guess it doesn't exist anymore. All right. So anywho, this would have been a cool idea if it would have worked out, but it didn't let me make it transparent. So for now, we just have this kind of white grain. And let me add a different grain actually. Add a black grain. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of cool. What else can we do today? You know what might be kind of fun? Let's make it 3D. Let's make it rotate. So let's add a div, and I'm gonna call this 3D wrapper, and I'm gonna place the heading inside of this 3D wrapper. And for the 3D wrapper, I'm gonna set the transform settings. I'm gonna give it children perspective of 1000. I'm gonna copy this heading hero, so we have two of them. And I'll remove any margin and padding. And for this heading hero, I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, let's go into the, let's see, how do I want to do this? So actually we need to add another div. So we'll call this heading wrapper. And then we'll rotate the second heading hero. So I'll give it the class name of second. John, can you make a full body hamburger menu? LL. Maybe, yeah, I'll check it out in a second. So we're gonna rotate this on the X. Let's rotate it like this, but first we have to change the transform origin to the top, and I'll go ahead and rotate it on the x-axis, so it goes negative 90 degrees, negative 90. All right, so we can't see it. Perfect. And then on hover, so we'll create a hover interaction, mouse hover. We'll start an animation. I'll call this text hover in, and then we'll rotate the heading wrapper. So we'll just rotate it on the X to 90 degrees. Let's see. Yeah, that kind of works. 90 degrees. Okay, but then we want to change the transform origin of the heading wrapper to the top. Okay, and for the heading hero, let's set the back face visibility to hidden for both of these. That's kind of cool. Yeah, just having fun with it. All right, we made a 3D effect. I do want it to stay in the center though, so let me try the center here. No, so it would need to be from the top. And we would need to, I think we need to move it. We need to move it up as well, so negative 50%. Yeah, perfect. So as it rotates, it moves up a little bit too, so it stays in the center, which is what I want. And actually, I'm gonna set the heading wrapper to an overflow of hidden and give it a specific line height of 220, or a specific height of 220, so it stays in the center. And that doesn't quite work. Let's see why. Oh no, yeah, we can do it like this. Perfect. All right, so it stays in the center, and we have that nice little 3D effect. And we can actually write something else for the second text. So web design is dope. And we'll make it centered. All right, so let's see. There we go. The noise animates because you can make it transparent PNG, and Illustrator just expand. All right, let's go back and let's try that. Save. Okay, let's go to Squish first. Squish, that's a funny name. Downloads. All right, and we'll save it as PNG. What's Oxy PNG? Okay, we'll just do PNG. Browser PNG, download, show in Finder, open it in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, background, color. I don't think I can do that. because it's an image, it's been flattened, so I can't change the background color without changing the entire image, and I don't have the option to expand it. What's flatten transparency? No. Work from the SVG. Yeah, this is what happens when here, I'll show you. Adobe Illustrator. Yes, the SV. Hold on one second. Open Adobe Illustrator. SVG. Okay, here's one. No, this is the one that worked, but the other ones have not been working. Yeah, it just gives me like a black canvas or background. I'm sure I'm doing something not correct here. I just don't know what it is. Hey Yvonne, how's it going? Yeah, we're just kind of creating little effects here in Webflow. And you know what we can do, just to add some more design to it. Add a div. I'll say corner decoration. Let's make it 300 by 300. Position it absolute in the top left. And we'll add a background image. Same one, set it to cover, center, and then we'll add some border radius to the bottom right. Let's say 100%. Cool. And then I'll paste that, and I'll call this number 2. Place it in the bottom right, and change the border radius here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Just like that, you can get really creative with it. Nice, nice. Yeah, if there's not too many questions today, I might end the session early. There's not too much I wanted to cover besides, you know, some interesting animations, and we'll finish out this hover out effect. So let's set it back to 0 degrees and back to 0. And then we'll change the easing to, let's say, ease and out. Same for this one. There we go. And we'll change the cursor here to a pointer. Did you happen to see my super chat from yesterday? I think so. Did you send an email, Yvonne? Let me check my email. Yep, I see it. All right, let me check it out. Oh yeah, that's really advanced. Let me check out your site. Do you mind if I share your site on the live stream, Yvonne? So I think Yvonne wants to create a slider that looks something like this. Yeah, Yvonne, I think for this you would need like a custom slider. I don't think it'd be that easy to achieve. What I would actually do for this is, hold on one second. For this, I don't think I would use a slider at all. I might, yeah, no, that's really intense. That would take quite a bit of messing around. I would almost think of creating a Lottie animation that changes frames when you click left and right, which would really only allow for 2 specific slides. But like you see here, they click and then it changes to that ice cream and then it goes back. I might try something like that, like creating a Lottie animation for it, or finding a custom slider like slick.js that allows for more advanced animation like that, because I think that might be difficult. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, you'd have to, oh, excuse me. You'd have to position the slides diagonally, which I don't know how easy that would be with the default Webflow slider. So I see your website here, and you know, it's just a regular slider. Scroll to second slider in my preview link. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Are you using, yeah, so this is the Webflow slider. Slide 6. Oh, carousel. So you are using a custom slider. Let's see. No. Oh, you're just using interactions? Yeah, this is pretty impressive, Yvonne. Yeah, it looks like you did it. So let's take a look to see how you did it. So let's see a slide 1. Oh, that's intense. So yeah, Yvonne is like a Webflow savant for anyone who's not familiar. And he just does really amazing things like this. That's really impressive. Yeah, that's awesome. Seems like a pretty intense interaction from the looks of it. So I'm guessing when you click one button, it shows a different one. Yes, so you have different buttons here and you just hide and show them. That's clever. That's really clever. Yeah. So when you click this button, yeah, okay. Let me just, so I created the interactions using the buttons, then I applied to the arrows. It was really challenging. I can imagine. Yeah, this is like you should definitely like get like some award for this, because this is, I don't know who would spend the time to actually sit there and craft this, but it's super impressive. Yeah, that's let's see, carousel slide wrap. Yeah, major props, Yvonne. So I'm guessing you have, yeah, all right, you have interactions for each slide, and then each button. Yeah, slide. Okay. So yeah, you click this button. So what happens is you click this button, then it changes. Right. Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I could add to this, Yvonne, because it looks like you pretty much nailed it. Yeah, like with getting this diagonal type of slider. Yeah, great job. Yeah. I guess you could make it pop on hover, similar to this. But that's just a minor detail compared to all the other work you already put in. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think I have much else to say on that, Yvonne, other than congrats, because that's pretty amazing. There was, yeah, actually, let me see if I can find it. Venus. Somebody asked me recently, they built the site for Venus Williams, which I thought was super cool. Let me just find the site. And let me go to it here. Yeah, somebody built Venus's site, and I'll spend more time with this tomorrow, but they asked me to review this, and I think this is the actual site for Venus Williams, and it's super impressive. So this is, someone just mentioned it, and I don't know if it is for Venus Williams or if they were just doing a site based on her, but it actually looks super legit. And to me, this is incredible. So I wonder what happens if I go to venuswilliams.com. It's kind of cool that people who build these websites reach out to me. So venuswilliams.com. Oh yeah, no. Hopefully that's not the real site because it's really horrible. Venus. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, so don't go to the actual venuswilliams.com site. It's not good. This is definitely a major step up. So I'll review this more in depth tomorrow, but so far what I see is really impressive. That's cool. Wow, look at that. Oh my god, that's amazing. Wow. And I think I know how they did that. It's just grid. They can just use a grid display setting and then scale it out using 3D transform. Oh my god, that is so cool. That's probably one of the more creative things I've seen in Webflow. This tennis court as a kind of a 3D image in the site, but then it turns into the actual site. That's amazing. Very impressive. All right. I think I'm going to end it for now. I'll spend more time with this tomorrow. Super impressive website to whoever built this and reached out. Hopefully this becomes Venus's actual website and not the one that that's currently at venuswilliams.com. Just very impressive. All right, I'm gonna end the live stream here. Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, we just played around with some, interactions in Webflow and some design elements. But yeah, that's it for the live stream. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll stay on for a few more minutes. But yeah, I didn't have anything too heavy today as far as like web design and development. Check out codedrops.com. Great site for different resources. Yeah, that's a good question, Pablo. I'm not sure. Someone reached out. They bought me a coffee, and they asked me to review the project. So it just says someone. It doesn't say their name. But hopefully they, yeah. I'll leave them. I'm gonna review it tomorrow in depth, and then I'll leave them a comment. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Have a great rest of the day, and I will be here tomorrow. Thanks. Peace.